You can eat clean, exercise regularly, and even get 8 hours of sleep. But if you're constantly stressed, your brain could be quietly deteriorating right now, and you wouldn't even notice it. Memory lapses, sudden mood swings, brain fog that makes simple tasks feel overwhelming. Most people blame age. Some blame fatigue. But the truth is far more alarming. Chronic stress doesn't just affect how you feel. It physically changes the structure of your brain. It shrinks areas responsible for memory, weakens your ability to think clearly, and even rewires how you respond to fear and decision-making. And here's the most dangerous part. These changes can begin long before symptoms become obvious. But in a moment, I'm going to show you exactly what stress is doing inside your brain, and more importantly, the simple, science-backed ways to reverse the damage before it's too late. As we age, our brains become more sensitive to stress than they were in our 20s or 30s. What once felt like normal pressure can now silently accelerate cognitive decline. If you're over 45, understanding how stress impacts your brain isn't optional. It's essential for protecting your memory, focus, and long-term mental health. Let me tell you about James, a 58-year-old business owner. For years, he thrived under pressure. Tight deadlines, financial decisions, long work hours, it was all part of his routine. But recently, things changed. He started forgetting appointments, losing track of conversations, struggling to focus on tasks that used to feel effortless. At first, he thought, maybe I'm just getting older. But what was really happening was far more serious. Chronic stress had begun to alter his brain. You've probably been told that stress is just a mental state, something you can push through. But the truth is, stress is a full-body biological reaction, and your brain is its primary target. When stress becomes constant, your body releases high levels of cortisol, often called the stress hormone. In short bursts, cortisol is helpful. It sharpens focus and prepares you for action. But when it stays elevated for weeks, months, or years, it becomes toxic. It starts damaging neurons, weakening connections between brain cells, slowing down communication inside your brain. This is why you may feel mentally slower during stressful periods. And here's the myth most people believe: if I'm functioning, I'm fine. But the truth is, damage can happen silently, long before you notice serious symptoms. Here's what most people don't realize. Stress doesn't just affect your mood, it reshapes your brain. Studies have shown that chronic stress can shrink the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. That's why people under constant stress often struggle to remember names, details, or even recent events. At the same time, stress strengthens the amygdala, the brain's fear center. This means your brain becomes more reactive, more anxious, and more sensitive to negative experiences. So over time, your brain literally becomes wired to feel more stress, creating a dangerous cycle. And it doesn't stop there. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and focus, begins to weaken under prolonged stress. This is why stress makes it harder to concentrate, plan, or think clearly. Let me put it simply. Stress shrinks your memory center, overactivates your fear center, and weakens your thinking center. And all of this can happen gradually, without you even realizing it. But here's the good news. Your brain is not fixed, can recover if you give it the right support. Let's talk about how to protect and even rebuild your brain under stress. The first powerful tool is magnesium. Magnesium plays a critical role in calming the nervous system and regulating cortisol levels. When you're stressed, your body burns through magnesium faster than usual. This creates a deficiency that makes stress feel even worse. Taking magnesium in the evening helps relax the brain and improve sleep quality. Two essential factors for brain repair. But here's the mistake most people make. They take the wrong type. Forms like magnesium oxide are poorly absorbed. Instead, forms like magnesium glycinate are far more effective for calming the brain. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 62-year-old retired teacher. She struggled with anxiety and poor sleep for years. After consistently taking magnesium glycinate at night, she noticed deeper sleep, improved mood, and sharper focus within weeks. The second solution is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are essential for brain cell structure and communication. They also reduce inflammation caused by chronic stress. Foods like fatty fish or high-quality omega-3 supplements can help protect your brain from stress-related damage. The key is consistency. Taking them daily, preferably with meals, ensures proper absorption. And here's what many people get wrong: they take too little. Low doses won't have the same protective effect. Your brain needs adequate levels to repair and function properly. The third solution is something most people underestimate: deep, restorative sleep. Sleep is when your brain detoxifies, repairs cells, and resets stress hormones. Without quality sleep, the damage from stress compounds over time. Creating a simple nighttime routine, reducing screen exposure, keeping a consistent sleep schedule, and allowing your mind to unwind can dramatically improve brain recovery. One of my patients, David, a 55-year-old accountant, struggled with brain fog and irritability. After prioritizing sleep and reducing late-night screen time, his mental clarity improved within just 2 weeks. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest. This is where most people go wrong. First, relying on caffeine to push through stress. While it may give you temporary energy, excessive caffeine raises cortisol levels even further, making stress worse over time. Second, ignoring chronic stress signals. Headaches, fatigue, irritability. These are not normal. They are warning signs your brain is under pressure. Pushing through without addressing the root cause only accelerates damage. Third, constant digital stimulation. 15:30. Scrolling, notifications, and endless information overload keep your brain in a heightened state of alertness. This prevents it from entering the calm, restorative state it needs to recover. Reducing screen time, especially before bed, can have an immediate impact on stress levels. Let's bring this all together. Stress is not just a feeling. It's a biological force that can reshape your brain. It can shrink your memory, weaken your focus, and increase anxiety, but it doesn't have to. With the right support, magnesium, omega-3s, and quality sleep, you can protect and even restore your brain's health. Here's one final tip most people overlook. Take short moments throughout your day to pause and breathe deeply. Even 2 to 3 minutes of slow breathing can lower cortisol and signal safety to your brain. Small habits, repeated daily, create powerful changes over time. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these stress habits have you been dealing with, and what changes are you ready to make? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, make sure to watch the next video, because what I'm going to reveal there might shock you. It's about a common daily habit that's quietly accelerating brain aging, even in people who think they're healthy. You don't want to miss it.